Hey everyone, it's Even Bigger Jono. Welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. Last time, we got here to Byron, who is the leader of the Canalave Gym. In this episode, we're going to take him on and hopefully take him down. He trains Steel-type Pokemon, so I'm going to start off with Infernape, because that's obviously the logical choice to have, because he's fighting and fire. So anyway, that's Orbo's gym badge. I see. You've defeated my son. But that's no surprise, you still have much to learn. In place of my son Rourke, I, Byron, will take your challenge. Okay, so Byron only has 3 Pokemon, like all the other gym leaders, I guess. He trains Steel-type, so it's not going to be that hard for us. Alright, so he's going to be starting out with the Magneton, level 37. Let's just go Flame Wheel. I'm pretty sure this will go close to taking it out, if not, it'll probably take it out at least. And wow, okay, that actually stood up to it. No. God! I mean, oh God, Magneton special attack. God. Just tears things up. Alright, so that is the end of Magneton. Ugh, jeez. Right, Infernape, level 40. Awesome. Next up, Steelix. I saw that one coming because it's part ground type. Right, we're going to Vaporeon for this. Steelix, Steel ground type. Level 37 as well, I think, or level 39. 38. Okay, I was wrong completely. Let's go Surf. This is one hit KO Steelix. So Steelix special defense is garbage, just like most ground or rock type Pokemon. And that went down pretty easily. And Vaporeon also grows to level 40. We've got a pretty good team at the moment. Right, last up, Bastiodon. Bastion, Steel Rock type Pokemon. Fantastic defensive wall, because it has a quad resistance to normal type attacks. But it's not going to be much of a challenge for us because it has a quad weakness to fighting. So this gym fight is all but over. Actually, what an easy gym fight. I mean, God, for the Styx badge, I have to say, I don't think I've really had any sort of problem with any of the gym leaders in this game yet. And that's the end of that. We defeated Byron. My sturdy Pokemon defeated. Wow, you only gave us 5,000. I swear to God, we get more from ace trainers than we do from a goddamn gym leader. Right, so we had the Mind Badge, which is our 6th Sinnoh badge. Just 2 more badges to go after this. And we can also use Strength outside of the battle at any time. I guess I'm going to teach it to my slave Pokemon, which is obviously Bidoof. Probably won't do it just yet, though, because it's not really necessary for me to do it yet. We also get Flash Cannon, which is a pretty decent special Steel-type move. It's really awesome on Pokemon like Magneton or Bronzor. Or Bronzong, whatever. Bronzong, yeah. Alright, so let's leave. Oh, it's Barry. Hey, that's the Mind Badge. Good going. You're tough enough to consider becoming the Pokemon champ. Of course, I'm tougher, so it's not going to actually happen. Anyway, Jono, come with me to the library. I love how he takes off, but we don't actually go with him. But he wants us to go with him. It's like, oh, why do they take off in this game for anyway? Like, they don't actually bring us with them. They just leave and expect us to follow them. No, I'm going back home. I should just stay home for the rest of the game. Screw you all. Okay, so we're just filling up at the Pokemon Center right now because even though we barely took any damage from that fight yet again, the only damage we took was that Thunderbolt from Magneton. I really could have taken that Magneton out in one move. I just chose not to, I guess. Kind of been Flame Wheel would take it out, but it didn't. Too slow. Come on, let's move it. Alright, so what we've got to do now is head up to the top of the library. Because Professor Rowan, Barry, and Dawn are waiting there for us. Oh God, there's a whole heap of dialogue coming up here. My throat is absolutely killing me. Okay, Gramps, I brought Johnny like I said. Alright, I'll be out of here. Okay, I get it. everyone's here, finally. Jono, everyone, listen. You may have forgotten already, but I studied the evolution of Pokémon. But the more I study, the more mysteries appear and multiply. Pokémon that evolve and those that don't. What makes them different from each other? Do those that are immature as living beings evolve to more mature? If so, what do we make of legendary Pokémon that don't evolve? Are we to assume that the legendary Pokémon are complete as creatures? This is where you three come in. In the 3 lakes of Sinnoh, there are said to be Mirage Pokémon. If we can obtain data on them, it may shed some light on how the process of Pokémon evolution works. I need help from each one of you on this grand undertaking. Help me find these Pokémon that are considered to be mirages.
What are you saying? I didn't get a Pokédex.
And who was it that bolted from the lab before I had a chance to give you a Pokédex? But that's water under the bridge. Seeing Pokémon with your own eyes is important for you to be becoming a better trainer, too.
You can count on me. It will help my Pokédex too. Jono, you'll go too, won't you?
I would have made you all go regardless. Anyway, now there are 3 lakes. Fortunately, there are 3 of you. You should therefore split up and investigate the lakes individually. Dawn, you go to Lake Verity.
Will do.
Barry, I want you to investigate Lake Acuity. That would take you almost to Snow Point City. The road there is harsh. I need a tough trainer to go.
Yeah, of course, Gramps. You know how to call it. You can tell I'm the hotness. And you know what? I was going to catch a legendary Pokemon for you. You know, as thanks to giving us that Pokemon back on Route 201. Even though I forgot completely about it until just now.
Very well, I'm counting on you. And that leaves Jono with Lake Valor. The lakes between Valstone and Pastoria, if memory serves.
Oh my god, another explosion!
Has it stopped? Are all of you unharmed?
What was that about? No, wait, I mean TV, the TV, news, anything.
So, this picture is basically just showing an explosion at a lake, which happens to be Lake Valor, where Professor Rowan is sending us. Of course.
What you just witnessed is actual footage from the scene. It was taken by a cameraman who happened to be there. It's certainly impressive.
Who knows what the explosion could expose at the lake? Gee, God, I wonder what it might expose.
Gramps, they said it was an explosion.
But why at Lake Valor? Because the protag is about to go there, of course.
That's the only reason why it would happen at Lake Valor. Because I'm about to go there, of course that would happen.
God.
You're an sleep too. God. Also, I seriously had to put the Professor Rowan voice on because there is so much dialogue there, it would have been difficult to tell the difference. God, I don't even know what I'm going on about anymore. But anyway, let's head outside.
That trouble, that wasn't a natural occurrence.
Hey, old dude and kids, did you hear? They're saying there was a huge explosion at Lake Valor. But I hear everything's fine now. I guess it was just a lot of noise. Yep, I'm sure it was a lot of noise. Gramps, I'm going. I have a bad feeling about this. Yep, okay, you can go. See you later, Barry. So, I guess that now that dialogue is finally over, God, I've actually been dreading that for the entire game because it just drags on and on and on and on and on and on and on. What we have to do now is head over to Lake Valor ourselves. Barry is going to Lake Acuity, and Professor Rowan and Dawn are going over to Lake Verity, which is near Twinleaf Town. So, since you actually cannot fly to Lake Verity, we either have to fly to Pastoria City or Valstone City. I'm just going to go to Valstone City and just head directly south from there. But remember where those cameramen were when we originally went through the Valor Lakefront? That is Lake Valor. So basically you got to go where those two guys were standing. So let's just quickly head down there now.
But I guess we'll probably leave that part for the next episode because this one's just dragged out. I'm sick of dialogue already, so I'll just leave that for the next episode. So, alright. We're there already. The beauty of bikes, beauty of technology, beauty of galactic bomb.